Well, everyone, Disney's remake of Snow White came out this past weekend. And folks, it was an unmitigated disaster. We told you guys that this movie was going to fail, but I got to admit, it's failing worse than what I thought. What about you?
I feel it's about right.
About right? I was anticipating a little bit more money. Now, this past weekend, the opening weekend, it only made $43 million. $43 million domestically. Worldwide, only $87 million. And you know how Hollywood always wants we need the Chinese dollar? Mm-hmm. It didn't even break $1 million in China. I think it was like 900,000. This is really bad. Now, all these outlets actually running with this movie having a budget of $250 million. I would say it's probably closer to $300 million plus. I mean, for this movie to break even, let's just say the budget is actually $300 million. This movie is probably going to need to make close to $900 million to break even. Not even close. $87 million. And we know there's going to be a huge drop off the second weekend because no one likes this movie. This is your Rotten Tomatoes scores, folks. The top critics, 29%. All critics, 43%. All audience, 22%. Nobody likes this thing. I got a feeling this may end up being the biggest disaster in the history of Disney. Snow White is already an established character. A lot of people love the character. They hate this movie. Nobody's showing up.
Yes, and I already know firsthand because we did a video about Bob Iger not looking at the budget.
Yeah.
Not mentioning about Snow White. So he already know firsthand it's going to bomb.
Yes.
Now the question is, does he have a plan?
There's no plan. Bob Iger already knows this movie's going to lose hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm not even sure if the Marvels actually opened worse than this. It may be in the same ballpark, and we know that movie only made like $206 million, $4 million at the box office. It was a monumental disaster. But this thing right here, wow. This is just unbelievable. Look, The Lion King, which made a lot of money, in 2019, it opened up at $191 million domestically in its opening weekend. Beauty and the Beast, 2017, $174 million. Wow.
Don't you think that, let's just say, she just trashed the original Snow White, but didn't say any harmful thing about Trump supporter? Do you think the view will be higher?
I'm not sure if the ratings actually would change because nobody likes Rachel Zegler. She's never had a movie that's made any money. She's not a movie star. This may end up throwing her into Hollywood purgatory.
Yes. I mean,
because
people...
Well, I'm going to say this. Make no mistake about it. Disney messed up this movie. But Rachel Zegler and her big mouth did equally as much harm as Disney with this remake. Do you know that the male in the movie is not a prince? His name is like Jonathan. He's just like a nobody or something in the movie.
Okay.
He's not saving her either. So Rachel Zegler was right about that.
So it's a different movie.
Yeah. One good thing I heard, though, Rachel Zegler can really sing. And I think we've seen that from the trailers. She has a great voice. apparently Gal Gadot, she can't sing. Her acting is not that good either.
Who?
Gal Gadot, the Evil Queen.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was good in Wonder Woman.
Yeah, she was. But now people are trashing her performance. The only good thing is Rachel Zegler can sing. And that's about it. Nobody likes this movie. One thing they're saying is like too long. The original 1937 movie was like 83 minutes long. And I believe this movie is like in half an hour longer. So much controversy. But Disney did it to themselves. You know what? Maybe, just maybe, this will be the camel. Will be the movie that's ends up breaking the camel's back. And maybe now Disney will eliminate the wokeness and move forward, but I highly doubt it.
I just wonder if Bob Iger has a plan to bring the profit back.
No, he has no plan. Disney doesn't have plans. And also Bob Iger, you know, he's running the whole entire company. Who's ever in charge of Disney Studios for like their animation and stuff, they really got to take the blame for this one. I do want to blame Bob Iger. He does deserve criticism. But remember, Disney has a bunch of companies underneath them. Each studio is doing their own thing. But still, Bob Iger had to know, wait a minute. When you think of Disney, you do think of like Snow White. And we messed up bad. So I'm thinking this movie's not going to even make, I believe, 200 million worldwide. This movie's dead.
Well, do you think Disney will give her another movie?
I don't know. I think she's probably about done. She's probably about done. She's not worth the headache. She is tanked Snow White. That's not good. She tanked Snow White. How do you mess up Snow White? Disney found a way to do it. Now, even the Little Mermaid, remember they race swapped the Little Mermaid? Mm-hmm. But what was the actress name? Haley Bailey, or I believe that was her name. At least she didn't go out there and trash the original Little Mermaid from 1989. She didn't do that. Rachel Zegler took a sledgehammer to the original.
That was the first mistake. The second mistake is she says something bad about Trump supporters.
Yeah, that didn't help either.
No.
Yeah, half of your audience, you told them not to go and see it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then she now preach about kindness in one of the article about.
Too late.
Yeah, too late.
Too late.
I wonder if she preached about kindness. Did she really mean it or just
No. Because like when she went out there and told people to vote blue, she wasn't very kind when she was actually saying that.
Well, she wasn't real kind to Gina Carano.
Yeah, that either. But there you have it, man. This is the death knell. Snow White, an epic failure. Gonna leave right there, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.